This is the Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else feel like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
And I'm your host who'd really would like the AFC to chill out, Davis Bates.
This episode, we're going to be ranking our top 5 QBs of 2022 and talking about all the crazy trades. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
We're going to be a lot of stuff's been going on in the NFL.
Dude, it's been a while the last couple of days. Just everything, I guess a couple of weeks at this point, with just the trades that are happening. Just it was endless. There was one point where my ESPN app was just like pinging every 5 minutes about a new trade happening.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. It's cool. It's great. It's super entertaining. Around the NFL podcast has had so much to talk about. It's been so much fun to listen to that. But yeah, I really it's awesome. But yeah, I think it's we haven't done an NFL thing since probably we did our logo ranking way back when. Yeah, back before we even had proper video. Oh
my god,
we were still doing split video on that with a GoPro.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible.
That was a mess. We've come a long way. We only use
we got
now.
Arms. This is the week of arms.
This is the week of arms. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's good. We've been doing a lot of anime lately, just because a lot's been going on in anime.
We're doing a lot of nerd stuff, not a lot of normal stuff.
Not a lot of normal stuff. Yeah. I mean, we did the art episode earlier this week. Was a little more normal.
Yeah,
but
this is the most normal.
This is the most. Yeah, this is by far the most normal. Yeah. All right, so we'll be talking about the trades and stuff, but the main point of this episode is because we thought, we haven't talked NFL in a while. Season ended about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Or a month ago.
Yeah.
How did we not review the Super Bowl? That was...
I don't know why we didn't do that. Yeah, that was
too late after that. Bad call at the end of the game. Great Super Bowl.
Yeah, very, very great Super Bowl. Would have been one of the greats had that call not happened. Yeah. That spoiled everything. Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers might be going to the Jets, which is unfortunate.
Which I'm a huge Packers fan.
Yes,
he's a Bills fan.
I know. The AFC needs to chill out so the Bills can be good. I'm getting sick of this. Yeah. We started getting good, and then everyone else started getting good, too. It's why? Just keep being bad. If Rodgers goes there with Lazard and possibly Cobb, oh my god.
And Garrett Wilson, Rookie of the Year. I think why? One of the things. So yeah, I'm originally from Albany. If you watch podcasts, you've known this for a while. But obviously, we live in the city of Buffalo now. North Buffalo. Shout out Hurdle. I didn't say go Bills.
I did.
But Davis is a Bills fan. I'm a Packers fan. But one of the funny things is I always find it funny. So the Patriots were good for 20 years. They were annoying. Everybody was awful. And they just never went away. And then finally when they started to suck, the Bills were like, yeah, it's our time. We're good. And then the Dolphins and the Jets were like, no, we're coming too. And it's just, it's so funny watching the people in the city of Buffalo just like, God damn it.
Why'd you have to get on the bus now? You know? Why? Why'd you just why are you doing this? Next season's going to suck.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Packers probably won't be good. Probably win 7 games, but as long as Jordan Love looks okay, I will be very happy.
No, you won't. You're going to be fucking losing your mind every game, like usual.
No.
It's like a clinical disease with you.
If Jordan Love looks okay, I don't care.
And they lose a bunch of games, like majority of their games.
Yeah, I will be. That's the same thing. Aaron Rodgers' first season, the Packers weren't good.
Cap.
No, Aaron Rodgers' first season. Okay, my number one rule, yes. If they lose, if they win 4 games, I'll be pissed. If they win 7 games, I'll be happy. If 2 of those games are against the Chicago Bears. Yes, if the Bears beat us at all, I'm going to be pissed. I will be pissed. Yes.
Okay.
That I don't like.
They're getting some, I heard they were getting some people for Justin Fields to actually work with.
Whatever. DJ
he actually
Moore
throws the ball.
Yeah, because the Bears they had the number 1 draft pick, and then they gave it to the Panthers. The Panthers gave him DJ Moore and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
I think Justin Fields sucks. Obviously, I have a bias. I like my QBs to be able to throw the ball.
He's really good in fantasy.
He's good in fantasy.
But that's about it. Dude, I won't disagree with you on this one.
He had multiple games under 100 yards passing. What are we talking about?
I know.
Your one job is to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Speaking of quarterbacks, so last year, great quarterback play in the AFC mainly. But let's break our top 5. Now, I imagine we have different ones because I'm coming from an unbiased standpoint. You're coming from a biased standpoint. Mm-hmm. And you only get to have this biased standpoint, yes, because your quarterback is amazing. Josh Allen is incredible.
He is spectacular. He is the star child of the ball of Buffalo.
Yeah.
He is a celebrity wherever he goes in the city.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
You said it like one of my
I
DB
feel like I
characters.
should be lording it over you that I have an amazing quarterback.
Yeah, is this how we're doing ASMR?
No, that will never be on this podcast. I hate that
QB,
shit.
top 5
I hate
QBs.
ASMR. Side note, I hate that. That is such a stupid gimmick.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's so dumb. I don't know why people like it. It's like, well, I could just like get really close and then start letting my slapper hit the fucking mic. Like, it's so stupid.
That's the thing too. Is like, I was listening to one of our episodes. I don't know if you've noticed since we've gotten the arms. Every time I go to take a drink,
that.
Yeah, so it's a nice little add-on that we have now because I was listening to one of our episodes and I could hear myself getting a drink every time, and I was like, "Oh, this is awful."
Every time you burp too, I hear that because you do it right into the mic.
Yeah, so now that we have these, I can be like,
"Yes, indeed."
Hopefully in the future, if you listen to the podcast and give us more friends, they actually a lot of professional podcasts have mute buttons.
That would be awesome.
So if you know you're gonna burp or sneeze
that'd be
or
sweet. Oh my god.
We do not have.
We also need a sound mixer. We need a lot of shit.
But yeah, and you know how we get it?
By you spreading the word of the Normal Nerds podcast.
Yes, I love it. But let's
actually do the episode.
Yeah, let's rank our top 5 quarterbacks and not do ASMR. Okay, so our lists are probably going to be similar but different. I imagine we have a lot of the same quarterbacks,
probably
but in different orders.
It's pretty quarterbacks I like are also because they're good,
and also it's unarguable. A few of them, like being in the top 5, where they're ranked in the top 5 is like up to. I will say this to let everyone know ahead of time: Aaron Rodgers is definitely not in the top 5 of last year.
Based on last year, no shot.
No shot.
No shot.
But okay,
he was so bad.
Let's get your number 5 first.
Okay, so my number 5. I'm going to put at my number 5. So, a quick note: I have ranked all of my quarterbacks for the year before with my little brother. We did the whole list, and I can't remember all of them. So, Max, if you're listening to this, some of them are different from the list we did. I don't remember it.
You also did that like mid-season too.
I did do that mid-season, yes.
Things change.
Yeah, things change. Time changes. The world changes.
Yeah, and the world changes.
The world changes. Okay, I am done.
Yeah, what is going on here?
I'm trying to figure out what my phone is.
I already have my top 5 ready to go.
So I think my number 5 is gonna be. I am a really big fan of Dak Prescott. Yeah, I do. I think he's a very good Cowboys quarterback. Top
5?
Top 5. I think he's one of the next up and comers. I think he's gonna have a really good season next year. Now, especially now that they're getting rid of Ezekiel Elliott, I think he's going to have to pass the ball a lot more. So they'll focus on that. They still have Tony Pollard, yes, but
really good.
One running back can't. The strategy they had was we have 2 running backs. Let's just send them constantly.
Yeah, that's everyone's strategy. Apparently nowadays, there's no all-star running backs.
Now that they're really going to only have one all-star, hopefully. I think we're going to have to focus on his throwing ability more, which I don't think is bad. And I think as long as he doesn't get fucking hurt again, I think they're going to do. I think they'll do a lot better than they did this year. Actually, yes. So Dak Prescott, I put him there. He's young. He's an up and comer. Doesn't do the best stats in fantasy, unfortunately, but I do think he's a very good quarterback, and I just enjoy watching him play.
I disagree with this. He's definitely not in the top 5.
Okay.
It's insulting to some other quarterbacks. Dak Prescott can really lose a game hardcore for a team. Okay. I even know Cowboy fans that are like Homer Cowboy fans. Like, you meet Homer fans who are like, well, our team's the greatest team ever, no matter what. And those Cowboy fans. We all know those Cowboy fans.
So is Homer just like the home team? You're a home.
I've
never heard this term. Nice.
Oh, you really? Yeah. A Homer for your
Homer.
They're
nice.
they're like even when their team's bad, they pretend their team's good.
Okay.
I always love what it was like. Their team will be like 2-14 or 2-15 now, and they're like, well, if you actually our record doesn't actually show like we're actually a good team. It's like, no, you weren't. You had 2 wins.
Okay.
You were just not. You just weren't a good team. Like last year, I would say like the Packers were a middle of the road team. They were definitely not a good team. They had a stretch of like a few games where they were a good team, but overall, not a good team. Dak Prescott, he can ruin a game. He loves to throw picks in the worst times. He's just bad.
So is Josh Allen. He's in my top 5.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
There's a huge difference.
There's a huge difference.
I don't know. I think that he has a lot of talent with him when he comes to it, and I think that I don't know. I'd be interested to see him not miss so many games at the beginning of the year because I think that would have helped him get a little more experience. Like, not that he hasn't already been there for a while, but with a little more experience in that season, I think he could have started doing a lot better. But I don't know. Their strategy was run the ball as much as possible. Yeah. So
I heard this first on the NFL podcast, so I don't know if I'm stealing it from them, but I really like the analogy.
They don't own every piece of NFL information.
No, it's an analogy.
And if they hear this, we love your fucking podcast.
Yeah, we love it. I don't know if they came with the analogy first, but I love it. He's a trailer, not a truck. They did not say about him, but that's how I feel. So a trailer gets pulled by a truck. So however good the team is, he'll be that good. If the team's not that good, he can't put the team on his back, is what I'm saying.
Got it. Okay.
So, like,
all right.
Josh Allen, he's a truck. Like, if the team starts to, like, it's just all going down, he can put the team on his back and just play great and get him out of the situation.
I don't disagree with that, yes.
A little more flashy. Should we do give all your top 5? Or
no? I like the way we're doing it.
Okay.
I like the agreeing, disagreeing. It's fun.
Okay, so my number 5.
We can do the whole list for a different one.
I debated.
I also don't have all of them, so.
What?
I also don't have all of them, so go ahead.
Oh my god. I debated between my number 5 between 2 quarterbacks, Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence.
Fuck the Jaguars.
And only because I know the QB index that Greg Rosenthal does on the Around the NFL, I'm going to pick Trevor Lawrence. Because otherwise, we're going to have the exact same QB thing. Trevor Lawrence had a huge step forward this season. He looked great. He was really good. The last, half of the season, he was on fire. So, and he's dealing with, Christian Kirk and Zay Jones, wide receivers who were, nobodies. Now they look great. So, I think I think even next year he's going to be better. He might even be in the MVP conversation next year.
Nah. They're sneaky garbage. Anyone on the Jaguars is sneaky garbage.
Yeah, see, this is
they try to act like they're good at what they're doing, but they're not. They got so fucking lucky so many times this season. It was unbelievable.
Trevor Lawrence is good, man.
I don't think he's as good as you think he is.
Throws a good ball.
No.
Definitely better than Dak.
Maybe that season. Maybe
Dak is sneaky garbage.
Maybe I don't think it's sneaky garbage now.
But who's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be. Oh, I had it.
I can go my number 4 if you want.
Nope, because I know it. It's going to be. Why am I blanking out his name?
Joe Burrow.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Joe Burrow. I sadly, the Bengals beat the Bills this year. It was rough.
They did.
It was unfortunate.
Bills played like absolute hot garbage.
Yep. Yes, we did. And even in the game where DeMar Hamlin went down, thank God he's okay. We were playing like garbage there too. So
yeah, I didn't see that game.
From the pieces I saw, we were losing bad.
We were watching we were playing D&D.
We were playing D&D, yeah. And then that's when we were reading all about the whole news. But we were already losing and already looking rough. Mm-hmm. But anyways, he's very good. He's good. Joe Burrow is very, very good. I've seen him make wild plays. And his arm is he's got a good arm. That's a big thing for quarterbacks. That's why I hope Dak Prescott, that's why I'm banking a lot on him being number 5, because I think he's going to do a lot better next year with his throwing, because he wasn't allowed to a lot this year, and I think maybe offseason he can get some fucking distance in there. But anyways, Joe Burrow can chuck a ball, launch it, he can hit targets, which is such a huge thing.
He's accurate as fuck.
Yes. He's very accurate. So, and he goes toe-to-toe with my favorite team, and then the team I hate the most, who's also good, and does really well, actually. It wasn't mine when they ran over the Bills, and then when they played the Chiefs, it was a tight game, wasn't it? Yeah. I remember right.
Are you talking about the playoffs or in the regular season?
I'm talking for playoffs.
Okay, playoffs. Yeah, it was a close one. He's actually 3-1 against the Chiefs. That was his first loss against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Couldn't do 3, man. Which already you got 2 under your belt. Oh man, you're already pretty great. Because fuck Patrick Mahomes. So I enjoy watching him play. I did not watch the Bengals a lot this year, so I don't have too much emotional stake in him. Okay. But I have seen him make wild plays. He's pretty good under pressure, which is a huge thing for quarterbacks.
Yeah, his line was kind of shitty.
Really wish he just dressed like a normal dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So Joe Burrow's my number 3.
Just okay.
Get that out of the way right now. He's my number 3.
You gotta have these guys. These guys are they're some they're almost undisputedly some of the best.
The top 4.
We're gonna have so much overlap.
I hope our top 4 are have all the same quarterbacks in it.
Yes, I think they will.
I think they probably will. But Joe Burrow's awesome. You're right. I actually felt really bad for him when he started his NFL career, because he tore his ACL 4 games in or something, and everyone was talking about how good this kid's going to be. So to see him climb back up and be really good, he looks like an absolute douchebag.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's like, my daddy's a lawyer.
Yes.
But I like his attitude. He plays a lot of Mario Kart.
That's awesome.
Which is dope.
Nice. Good.
But he's really, he's just good.
That's such the, not to be a nerd here, but that's such the, like, you know, basic dude fucking game to play. It's like if you go to a frat house or something like that, like the one game they'll have is like Mario Kart.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a great game.
Yeah,
I'm so good at it.
It's a great game. But yeah,
he played the new maps recently too.
Those are pretty awesome. We should have something on that at some point too.
Oh yeah, I don't know why we would just play the new maps and we're like, yeah,
they're pretty good. Yeah. Anyways, he is for lack of a better term, he looks like a douchebag, for sure. But I love watching him play. I definitely next year I'm going to watch him a lot more. I think I did not have an eye on the Bengals at all.
When they started, they were terrible.
Yeah, they were doing rough, and then I don't know. That throws me so much at the beginning of the season when teams suddenly start doing amazing. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why didn't you start with this?
Sometimes it takes some time to click. And he's got Jamar Chase, who's an absolute beast. T. Higgins, who's an absolute beast. Tyler Boyd is an absolute beast.
T. Higgins.
And then, I mean, the Bills couldn't stop Jamar Chase at all.
Oh no, we could, but I don't think we could have stopped freaking wind blowing in the air at this point. Like,
my number 4 is Josh Allen.
Oh wow, very low.
Yeah, and that's because in the beginning of the season, he would have been my number 1. And he just kind of fell off as the season went on. Threw a lot of bad red zone picks. He's still amazing. I'm talking last season. Just last season. That's all we're talking about. But you could just see he just kind of started falling apart. Just wasn't playing as well. And probably due to this injury he got in the Jets game. I will say that. But he lost the Vikings game for them. He threw some bad picks, which is just, you're going to kill your team. And he just kind of he was just even watching the playoff game, you could see Stefon Diggs be like, dude, you're really fucking this up. And he really was. Like he wasn't throwing the ball in the right spots last year. Josh
Allen is a god. He is a god come down from the fucking hall of gods to play for us. I do not disagree with most. Yeah, I was about to be like, wait a minute. I watched a lot of games with you. I shit on Josh hard this year. It's like, you little prick, what are you doing?
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like,
there's a couple moments where I was like, do I sound like Maxwell right now? Like,
no one hates their team more than me.
Yeah, you fucking hate the Packers. Josh made a lot of mistakes this year.
You were actually, maybe it's me rubbing off on you, but you were kind of doing that. You're like, God,
because every fucking week their defense is trash, and then Josh would throw a pick, and I was like, what are you doing?
It wasn't even, I remember the Lions game. It was the Lions game. No, they played in the Lions.
No, because I was at home in the Lions game and I was screaming at the TV then.
No, who'd they play in the Lions Stadium the week before?
Oh, that was because we had a snowstorm. It was
Was it the Bears? No, it wasn't the Bears. It was a shitty team.
Yeah, the Bears were outside. It was
Who was that?
I can't remember.
All I know, it was close for a while because Josh was just throwing weird balls.
I know.
And you're like, oh my God.
I know. There was too many games this year. This is not just record on Josh Allen. The whole team started out fire, and then for some reason they just I don't know if someone was throwing freaking wrenches in the works over there or what, but the talent started falling off. And I don't know. The defense couldn't stop anything. Anything. It was we had so many cracks in our defense. I was like, what is going on right now? The offensive line couldn't block a fucking...
Oh my God, I know.
Fucking,
6-year-old.
Oh my God, yeah, exactly. I was like, how many times do you let your quarterback who's already had an injury get hit?
In that Bengals game, oh my God, there's the Swiss cheese.
Couldn't do anything. I was really banging on the offense for that game, and they didn't show up either. Mm-hmm. You're right. Yes, him and Stefon Diggs, the dream duo, were doing so bad this year. I think the clincher for me was the Vikings game because I slept through half the Vikings game. I took a nap for half of it, and then I don't know where you were. I think you were in Albany. And then I woke up for the second half, and I saw the game, and I was like. Our neighbors talked about it a little bit. I asked them, I was like, oh, I'm sorry if you heard me fucking screaming my brains out at the TV. And they was like, yeah, we did. Yeah. And it was because they fucked it up. That might have been his worst thing ever, that he just dropped the ball.
Yeah. And then he threw that pick at the end of the game to lose the game.
He's going to do that regardless. But
he also threw a red zone pick earlier in that game.
Yes, but him dropping the ball was probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
I do remember
he's still in my top 4.
I remember. Oh yeah, no, he definitely should be in your top 4. I do remember you picking him up for the trade station. You're like, how many times do the Bills have to have the game of the year and be on the losing end?
Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Just someone else. I'm not even saying the Bills have the best game of the year. I'm saying someone else has to have the worst game of the year. Why can that not be a thing? But no, we just have the
game of the year,
or it has to be the game of the year where. Sorry. I miss that. If we're going to have the game of the year, I want us to win. But if we're not going to win, can someone else have the game of the year, please?
That Super Bowl against the Vikings. That Super Bowl almost was the game of the year
against the Vikings. I hate the Vikings. I don't hate the Vikings.
I
don't hate them like you do. I think they're sneaky. I thought they were sneaky garbage, but because they
are sneaky garbage.
They are sneaky garbage. They do weird shit throughout the year.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
11-0 in games, close games, and then they go to the playoffs and lose immediately. Sneaky garbage.
And I wouldn't know this, but I had Kirk Cousins on my fantasy for a while, and I was like, "Oh, Kirk Cousins is doing so great. The Vikings are doing all right." And then I started watching Kirk Cousins not perform every game because I was tracking my fantasy. And I was like, "You're not good."
Unless he's like, it's like a 1:00 game and no one's paying attention. Then he's really good.
But it's like, you're not good. What's going on right now? So yes, I understand why you put him at 4, and I'm a better football fan than you. I can step away from my team. I can step away from my team. You can't step away from your team.
I can easily step away from my team.
You hate the Packers.
What?
You hate the Packers.
What do you mean I hate them?
You hate them.
No,
anytime they do anything that you generally just disagree with, you fucking want to destroy them. I'm not saying about all football. I'm saying just about my team.
I'm very unbiased about my team. You are more biased about your team.
You hate your team.
No, I love my team.
You hate your team.
No, I love my team. I'm very critical of
it.
But
you hate your team.
When Devontae Adams was on the team, I would always be like, he's the number 1 wide receiver in the league. There's no arguing this.
Yeah. You hate your team.
I don't hate my team.
I'm sure even when the Packers were winning, you were like, at the start of each game, you are the unhappiest person on the planet. You are.
I always think they're going to lose.
Yes.
But no,
I think you're I think you're so overly critical.
You made it out. You're making this.
I can step away. Oh no, I'm saying I'm the opposite.
More biased football fan than I am.
I support the Bills through thick and thin, and that's why it's more. That's why I'm a better football fan right now, because I'm stepping away and saying that your point is very valid.
That doesn't make you a better football fan. What the fuck are you talking about?
Does. I can accept the greatness and the faults of my team.
I can also accept the greatness.
Nah, you can't.
Give me top 4 running backs in the league. Aaron Jones is up there.
You hate the team.
I'm
sure even when Devontae Adams was on the team, you were like,
"Nope,
this team's still bad."
I would argue
this team still sucks.
Not when we were 2 years ago when we were the number 1 offense in the league. I would always be like, "Packers."
I was friends with you. I was friends with you then. You didn't like the team then either.
What are you talking about?
Nah, you just don't like your team.
David Bakhtiari.
You don't like your team.
David Bakhtiari. Oh, Jair Alexander, I always say, is the best corner in the league.
Sure, yeah, but like when he's on the Packers, you hate him.
He's on the Packers.
Yeah, if he makes any mistake.
I never bitch about Jair because he's the best corner in the league.
You bitch about Jair. I've watched you bitch about Jair.
Not Jair. When the scheme is bad, I'll bitch about that.
Okay.
When the scheme is bad. Dude, Jair shut down Justin Jefferson this year. No one fucking did that, and he did it. And then grittied on him, which was a little intense, but I liked it. It was really douchey, but I liked it. Who's your number 3?
My number 3
this podcast is about to be an hour and a half long.
We're just going off of last year.
Yeah, yes, we are going off of last year. Just
going off of last year.
Oh, is he going to do it? You got to do it.
My number 3 is Josh Allen.
Oh, great. Oh, all right. Yep. We already talked about Josh Allen in full extent.
We did. My number 3 is Josh Allen. He made a lot of mistakes last year. Mm-hmm. It was very unfortunate. He made more. If he had made the average amount of mistakes that he usually does,
yes, I would.
He'd probably still be my number 1. I'm still a biased football fan. Don't get me wrong here. If I can step away from my team, I accept my bias.
This is ridiculous.
I feel like in the world we live in, my argument actually makes more sense. I accept that I am biased, and I can step away.
That doesn't help.
I think it does.
That makes you a biased fan.
Yes, it does. And yes, but I'm less biased than you, which makes me
are more biased than me. You are more biased.
Because you hate your team always. So I'm above you in that I love my team, but I can step away from them.
You are more biased.
You can't step away from the Packers.
I can step away from the Packers.
Soul.
I can step away from the Packers.
They're part of your soul.
If we did best QBs of 2021, I would have picked Aaron
Rodgers. We went to Fatty's the other day, and you were watching the Packers game that already happened
it was
years ago on the fucking screen.
It was awesome.
We were hanging out with people. You were watching the Packers game.
It was awesome. It was their Super Bowl. It was one of the best days of my life.
I would never do that for a Bills rerun.
So, but that doesn't make you what... You're saying you are less biased than me?
Yes.
That's incorrect.
No.
That's incorrect.
No, you're incorrect.
You
hate your team.
I don't hate
You
my
hate
team.
your team.
I love my team.
You hate your team.
I'm a part owner of the team.
When did you do that?
That was like fucking 10 years ago. My parents got it for Christmas.
That's all. That's a really nice gift for your parents. But so you hate your team.
No, I don't.
You bought stock in things you hate.
If we did the QB rankings of 2021, I would have picked Aaron Rodgers as number 1.
That's excellent. Yeah, sure. But you hate your team.
I don't hate my team.
Even Rodgers is like the god of football. You're still like, God fucking damn the Packers. Why are they fucking doing this every fucking time? They're so fucking bad every fucking time.
No, I'm just very wary.
Sure.
I just know I know the real football thing any given Sunday. Even if your team's amazing, you can still lose.
Yes. And you hate your team for doing that.
You also do this too.
Yeah, but that's because
the
Bills were actually kind of bad.
And then on top, kind of bad, they won like 13 games last year.
And then they fucked it up at the end.
The Packers were actually bad last year.
They fucked it up at the end,
Packers had a losing record last year.
Correct, and you hated them for that, yes.
Yeah, because they were actually bad.
Yes, but you would have hated them if they were winning.
No.
I think the only moment in your life that you have truly never hated the Packers is when they won the Super Bowl. And that is, I think that's the only moment that you never hated them.
Wait a minute. How was I when the Packers lost against the Lions in Week 17? Wasn't I was like, you know what? It was a better year than I thought it would be. They had a chance to make the playoffs, but they didn't. It's whatever.
How were you during the game?
I was fine. Remember? It was
not fine.
No, I was. Because actually, do you remember this? We were talking.
No, I don't remember this. I remember them losing.
We remember talking about it. It was like, I will say it was a rare for me to be that fine. But that's because Aaron sucked last year. So I just knew. But anyways, your number 3 is Josh Allen.
Number 3 is Josh Allen.
My number 3 is Joe Burrow. So we can just.
All right, fine. We've already talked about both of those. Yes. Both pretty boys. One is considered prettier than the other.
What's your number 2?
My number 2.
Number 2? This is ridiculous. He should be number 1. He should be number 1. Fucking won MVP. How is he number 2?
My number 2 is Jalen Hurts.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Totally agree. 100% agree. Jalen Hurts is a dude, man. I love Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is great. He's
the dude.
Phenomenal quarterback. I like him a lot.
And he
is a quarterback that grew on me a bit more as the season went on. I thought the Eagles. I didn't think they were sneaky garbage, but I thought they didn't have everything there. And I think a lot of people thought that. You thought that.
A lot of people did.
I just thought they thought we didn't have anything. I just didn't think they had anything behind them. Like they were winning, but I thought it was like I talked to a coworker and I was like, man, it looks scary right now, but I don't know. And then he listed off all the people that are fighting who are not scary, and it's like, yeah, I guess that's a really good point. But the Eagles are great. They're a really good team. They're scary. Like and the scary part is they make you feel like they're not a scary team, and then they come in and wipe the floor with you.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is great, but this is sort of to your Dak Prescott point, and what I'm looking to see more to see if he's actually my number 1 next year if they do well. His throwing game is good, but it's not amazing. His accuracy is not. It leaves a little bit to be desired. Yeah. He is probably more a running quarterback than he is a passing one, but like in terms of like he's closer to balance than other quarterbacks. Like but he loves to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that hurts his accuracy. I think he's looking for the hole more than he is for the accuracy sometimes. So I think that's what screwed him in a couple games. And fucked me in fantasy a couple times, so thanks for that, Jalen. You just couldn't pass it to Devontae Smith a little bit more, but whatever. So I think he's a very excellent quarterback, and I think next year he'll probably do a bit better.
Hopefully,
see what the Eagles do with their trades. I think they're losing Miles Sanders, but that's okay for the moment.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I think they're Jason Kelsey's sticking around, I think, so that's awesome.
That is awesome. Running backs are kind of like...
I heard this great thing. I don't know if it's from the NFL, around the NFL or from a newscaster I heard it saying it. They're saying like, yeah, Jason Kelsey's sticking around. Seems like the head coach just kept giving him freaking kegs of beer until he said yes.
I saw that. Yeah, that was
Jason Kelsey's awesome. I love that guy.
Jalen Hurts is also my number 2. Towards like probably week 15, week 12 or something like that, I really started getting on the Jalen Hurts train. Before that, I was like, I don't know. But then people started shitting on him that like he wasn't good.
Yeah, that was weird.
Really annoying.
I don't think I ever say he was bad. Yeah. I just said like the Eagles didn't look like they were actually good.
I think it was week 15, week 16. I actually think he didn't play week 17. The weeks he didn't play, Like, it just showed like they were missing him. And then he had the Super Bowl solidified how good Jalen Hurts was. He threw over 300 fucking yards. Like, he's a really good player.
He slew in that thing.
Yeah.
That stupid call at the end. I don't know what would have happened after. Maybe
they could still
maybe
lost.
the Chiefs would have had another play in them. Probably did, but that just was stupid. That was so annoying. Yeah.
But he was the dude last year. I really like Jalen Hurts. Humble, nice guy. He looks like he's 35, but he's like 23.
I know.
But
and also he's a big portion of that team because like what they lost to the Cowboys. When he got injured, they like lost their games. Correct.
They won one out of.
They won one out of the three. Yeah. So that just goes to show that he is. A major portion of that.
Oh
team.
Yeah, I mean
he is a truck. He's a truck.
Yeah. That's what I like is when a QB is the most important position probably in any sport, and it shows that like he's so important to that team. But so this podcast doesn't last forever. Let's go to our number one. Number one is Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he won MVP last year. Patrick Mahomes is the best QB in the league. There's no arguing it. Just looking at him play, he's godlike. He can play even when he has like a broken leg, apparently. He can make crazy plays. He had 41 touchdowns on the year. The next was Josh Allen with 35, so he had 6 more than the next person. He is an absolute beast. There's no stopping Patrick Mahomes. He's the greatest quarterback in the league.
I hope he fucking shatters his leg next year.
And he has a chance to be probably one of the greatest
Patrick
of all
Mahomes.
time.
I don't know about that. Fuck Patrick
No, he definitely
Mahomes.
does.
I hate that guy. He's a bastard, man. He gets in the Bills' way every fucking year. He's so goddamn annoying. Oh!
He's really good.
Maybe based off of last year, I don't know. This is a tough one for me. Yes, they won the Super Bowl, so it's hard. He sucked. For the first half of the season, they were not doing well.
They were winning close games.
And he was not, games that he, like, the
Statistically,
same Josh Allen problem that he was fucking up. He was fucking them over.
Statistically, he was
I don't give a fuck about the statistic. I'm not talking about statistic right now. He fucking sucks.
He doesn't suck.
He sucks. Fuck Patrick Mahomes.
No, see, this is where you go, I'm a better football fan. Look at this. Statistically, Patrick Mahomes was the best last year. And also, eye test alone, he was the best.
Fuck that noise.
Dude, the guy's magic. He is legit.
I hate him. I hate the fact that he can play football. He's in his backyard. It drives me nuts. I don't understand how his injury didn't take him off the field. It should have.
And he still played great.
So stupid. God damn it. I hate that the NFL loves him, and I want him to be the next Tom Brady.
That will get annoying fast.
Yes,
that will get annoying
really
fast.
wish he wasn't even in the NFL. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. Oh! He played well last year, especially in the later half of the season. The Super Bowl was very good. I'm sick of fucking dealing with this fucker every goddamn year. Fine.
I mean, he won MVP.
Fine.
No, yeah, he's magic. They're right now the QB class in my mind. Jalen Hurts we put him as our number 2 because of last year. Right now it's Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. They are the QBs.
They are on top right now.
Yeah, they are. They're the QBs.
The AFC. Sorry, AFC is leading.
Yeah.
Freaking everything.
It's just their league now. It's those 3 guys. It's their league.
Yeah. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get as the younger kids come up a little bit more. We'll get some
Hurts, Justin Herbert, and all
Jordan
those
Love. Maybe. Hey, you never know.
That's wishful thinking, but yes,
maybe Jordan Love will do really good next year. I think he's going to do great. Actually, I think he's going to be the best quarterback around.
There's no chance. Not with Patrick Mahomes in the league.
Yeah, you're sweating a little bit now. I jinxed it. Yeah.
No, you didn't jinx it.
I say something like this during the regular season, you lose your shit.
No, if you say that, like, oh, the Packers are going to win this game. Never say that mid game. Everyone knows to never say that mid game. And I love how sometimes my what's the word? Suspicions roll off on you and Eric.
What do you mean?
There are times where like someone will say something mid game and you guys are like, oh my god, of course you. An announcer will be like, oh, it looks like the game's like the Bills got the game in hand, and you're like, God damn it.
Well, yeah, that's an announcer saying it. He's saying it to thousands of people.
I know.
I'm saying it to people. I got no weight, but he's saying to thousands of people.
Yeah. What was it? Because when they were playing the Chiefs and they were like, well, 12 seconds left. That's not going to happen again.
I'm just like, it's, I disagree with Always Sunny. Not everything every fan does has a direct correlation to the game, but when an announcer says something, that can just, that's reaching so many people.
It's even more annoying.
Was Jason Kelsey in the Always Sunny episode? Was that him?
Oh, he might have been.
I think he was. Yeah, it was him and someone else. I don't know who the other person was, but I think he was the guy in there.
Been.
Dude, that's awesome. I like Jason Kelsey even more now.
Yeah, no, he's so
cool. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL.
But that was Patrick Mahomes number 1. There's no arguing that.
And his stupid Walrus coach.
Andy Reid, definitely one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best, currently. Bill Belichick.
About to lose a fight to McDonald's. I don't know.
What?
I'm like, I lose a fight at McDonald's. I'm saying.
Lose a fight with McDonald's. It is annoying that no one covers Travis Kelce ever. I don't know what that's about.
I imagine it's because it's kind of douchey.
What?
I imagine it's because it's kind of douchey.
No, I mean like on the field.
Oh,
like,
why,
why he's always wide fucking open.
Well, imagine because it's kind of douchey. No one wants to cover
Yeah,
it.
No,
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
He's just that good, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's a great tight end. That team, I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate if Kansas City's team fell off the map tomorrow, I'd be happy. They have some very good players. It's very scary. Even when they were using some of their lesser players, Juju Smith-Schuster, who he had some really great games, and then he got injured, and then he didn't ever come back. And now he's on the
Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots, great. Another one to the freaking.
He's got McCorkle Jones throwing the ball at him. You don't have to
worry. They had some very incredible players, especially Travis Kelce. That guy, I don't understand how he got open so much. There was the one game where he had 4 touchdowns and like under like 30 yards or some shit like that. I was like, crazy. What kind of stat is that? How do you get that? How do you get so open that you're just getting touchdowns?
And then you're just ruining betting.
Oh yeah, he destroyed that bet.
Yeah.
That bet was totally obliterated by him.
The Chiefs do destroy a lot of bets.
Yeah, because every time I need them to do something, they do the exact opposite. Even when I try to give them the benefit they're going to win, they fucking lose. I should just bet on them every fucking week to win. And then they'll lose every fucking time. I hate them so much.
But yeah, those are top quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild time. Great.
Jets are definitely gonna be really good.
With their defense, I'm a little. I'm concerned.
Bills Jets to me are now on like an equal playing field. Unless
if we play terribly, yeah.
I was like, unless Aaron Rodgers plays like he did last year, then no.
It's gonna be a different story.
He did have a broken thumb last year, so we'll see.
He did.
We'll see. But he also is old. He's getting old.
He's also old, and my concern with it too is that a lot of the problems I think he had is that he definitely was playing with younger guys who were newer, and I don't think he jived with them for lack of a better term, well. Yeah. So I'm curious to see him going to another group of young guys.
I like to use drive, not vibe. Drive is so not modern.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is old, so I got to use old terminology.
Fair. Good point.
I'll be interested to see with him going to the Jets, who are also a young, like, composition-wise, a young team.
They're super young.
So I'll be interested to see how he plays there.
Second-year running back, second-year wide receiver.
I do think his craziness will be more widely accepted in New York
City than
New Jersey. Yeah, because him and his ayahuasca retreats and solitude darkness rooms.
Yeah,
this dude is such a hippie.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, oh my god.
I will say this that I'm actually liking how a lot of the Packers fans are reacting, including myself. Is that we're all ready for Aaron Rodgers to move on. I want Jordan Love. Yeah. It's a young team and all this kind of stuff, but I don't have any like hatred towards Aaron Rodgers. Like you, Hall of Fame quarterback, you gave us a lot of great years and a Super Bowl. Yeah. I can't complain.
But also, won't it be nice, knock on wood, to not have a quarterback in the news constantly?
Oh yeah, no. This is
not about like anything, not about anything like pandemic stuff. I'm talking about like just his ayahuasca, his hippie shit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like,
I
it's like
agree with you.
Everywhere. It's like, can you just like not?
I agree with you.
Can you not do this, man?
That was
just unannoying for like 5 minutes.
Did you ask me a question and then just talk for like 5 minutes?
It wasn't 5 minutes. What's your time reference right now, please?
No, yeah, I 100% agree with you. Yeah. That is like one of the reasons why I want him to go away. If he was amazing last year, then of course I would want him to stay. I don't give a fuck about anytime someone's like, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers? I'm like, who gives a shit? He's not like punching babies out here. I know. He's just annoying.
Yeah,
like
he's just so annoying.
Yeah, he's so annoying. But if he's throwing touchdowns, I don't give a shit.
I guess that's true, yes.
Yeah, you know, like who cares?
Yeah,
like,
that's true. So before we cut this, quick question. Just out of last year, because I just thought about this. Who was the worst quarterback of last year? Number one worst quarterback. Don't need to rank it all, just number one.
Oh, jeez. Are we counting, like, I'm trying to think.
In your heart, what do you think it is?
I'm trying to think of what we're counting.
I prefer it if they were the main quarterback for the team for a good portion of time. Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
I think I agree with you. Yeah, either that or Zach Wilson. That's my only two.
Ah, shit. That's
Zach
a good
Wilson
point.
sucked.
Zach Wilson sucked. But he wasn't
But he
QB
won games. He won some games.
And he wasn't QB for a while.
That is also
true.
They
sat him.
That is also very true.
They
so
never
I think I will agree with you on Russell Wilson. What a hard fall.
Oh my god,
dude.
trash.
I'm kind of like, I know they made a deal and everything. I'm kind of surprised he's still on the team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is like
they might be getting rid of Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. Like it's gonna be a mess.
If I could get Jerry Jeudy, the Bills probably want him so bad too.
Probably. Yeah.
Everyone
I'm talking about getting Derrick Henry too, which would be fucking amazing.
I hope they don't get Zeke.
I agree.
Yeah,
Zeke Elliott is very good.
He's old and not great anymore.
Yeah, and he's not a fucking freight train like Derrick Henry.
No, Derrick Henry's a beast.
That dude's a monster into himself.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was trash. I actually called this. I wish we had our podcast on. There's one team every year that the NFL and all the fans think is going to be great. And the Broncos, I was just like, I know this team's not going to be good. Because sometimes, like, offensive coordinators get jobs as head coaches. Like, and the offensive coordinator of the Packers last year got the job as head coach, Nathaniel Hackett, who got fired midway through the season.
Didn't do great.
Because, like, they're like, oh, they must be really good. But the head coach of the Packers calls the plays. And when you have Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers, like, it's going to make it look good no matter what.
Yeah.
So, no.
We got a lot of talent to work with. Oof.
Dude, do you remember that freaking Broncos-Colts game? That was just absolute garbage. It was absolute garbage. It was like 10-3 or something. I can't even remember.
It was really
and Russell Wilson threw that pick at the end of the fucking game.
Really bad.
No, Russell Wilson was hot garbage. He was trash. And I was tired of hearing like, oh, he's hurt. It's like, get over it.
Yeah, you're bad. You're just bad. You're bad. I'm sorry. It sucked.
Yeah.
You're bad.
Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen both get injured this season. Still played well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even Rodgers played better than him, and he had an injured thumb.
Yeah, he had a broken. Yeah, he had the thing you need to hold the ball.
Yeah, just fucked up the entire time. So Russell Wilson was bad.
Zach Wilson, you're right. If he played every game, he was so bad.
Yeah, he was so bad. He was so bad. They sat him. He was so bad.
He's not good at all.
Both just personality wise, both and playing wise. Like, man, goddamn.
He's not good.
So, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. Before we go,
okay,
we got to start promoting things.
Yeah, might as well.
We never do it.
Let me sit up straight for promotion.
Yeah, we never do it. Just because Davis brought it up, we have Normal Nerds Network Etsy.
Yes, we do.
Where I have these paintings, Life Before Death. We also have the other ones, Strength Before Weakness and Journey Before Destination. Thank you.
You nailed it. Nice.
Paintings up, and you looked like you were about to say something.
You also have battle maps and hand-drawn large D&D maps, or general maps, I guess, for if you have some D&D not related map need.
Yeah,
but also fantasy map need.
Yeah.
You have those up. They're at just Normal Nerds is
Normal Nerds Network.
Normal Nerds Network. Yeah, go check. Definitely check that out. As always, we got our Instagram going. We have Twitter. You're welcome to follow us there. If I start getting more followings there, I'll post more there. But I'm mainly on Instagram. We are mainly on Instagram. You can see we divide
Davis
the podcast.
is on Instagram.
We divide the podcast up a little bit.
Davis is on
We're
Instagram.
mainly on Instagram, YouTube. These videos come out in a not timely manner, but they get out there.
But if we got more listeners.
As always, please tell your friends about us. That is the number one way that podcasts get spread. And we also have a new one coming out in the near future.
We are expanding the Normal Nerds Network. We are going to be having it's called the Party Hard D&D podcast, where we've been playing D&D with the same group for about 2-3 years now.
I'm probably pushing 3 at this point.
Yeah 3. And we want to bring the Normal Nerdsness to D&D in the actual play podcast, because our slogan is D&D is for everyone.
Facts.
So when that comes out, we'll let you guys know, and you can look it up. It's part of its own separate podcast, but
yes, we'll keep promoting it. It'll probably be wherever you can find it, on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, etc. Anywhere you can get it. Hopefully by the time
you get back from vacation.
By the time I get back from vacation, I'm hoping it'll be out, which is very soon. So I'm hoping that will be out and about. So yeah, keep an eye out for that and anything else Normal Nerds.
How's it? Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.